The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale. Here comes the Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed 2-time middleweight champion of the world, known as the Miracle Man.
Not too many... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Willing to score with that right hook. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
How about that time counter shot? He threw the hook, didn't land. Do you believe what we are seeing? Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What about Jacobs in that last round? You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. What do we expect to see here in round 2? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have that great ring IQ. Counterpunchers are the best.
There's a counter shot. The jab not finding its target. Missing with the left hook. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to double shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Beautiful counter punch. That jab doesn't fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Be smart. Yeah, it's a right back round. Good round. Feel good. The last round, all right? Only one round here, lads. Don't worry about it. See what? We will take him out easy.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Caution being thrown to the wind. You'd like to see more jabs. You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Nope, that jab not going to score. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds. Oh my word, down goes RJJ.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. So
On to the fourth we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
that knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Back and forth they go. A lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweights.
The judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up,
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won the hands down.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find it.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Only catching air with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They have no respect for each other's punching power. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this... Here we go in the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Trying to land that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Which fighter will say no mas? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This round can go either. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Nice round, good round. I like that from Aki. Stay focused there.
Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just missed with that hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. That hook's blocked. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back. Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting. When are we going to see a jab from these? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Okay, I'm up to you. I like that round. Good work. Good work out there. Come on, switch up. Bring back to that today. You're missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't worry about things like fight. Great.
Back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind the base. Get your jab back, get your rhythm back, and we're going to
Round 8, and we're off again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until you're senses the comeback.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Look back in the history book. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Both men step back for just a moment. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As you know, in boxing, the judging can go all over the place, and that's kind of what we got here, a split decision victory.
It could have gone either way, and it's hard, you know, you're going to have people arguing, the fans for one and the fans for the other, say our fighter won. Split decision was fair. Down to the T, down to the wire. These guys put it on the line. Split decision is fair.
Yeah, the hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. Ay, I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever ban no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through when I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubting me, I'll make $1 million a month off the salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it to believe. Bad time that I came through when I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reround. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
You might just be the greatest boxing champion of all time. You see, man like me, I'm an undisputed champion of life.
Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1.
When your idols become your rivals, has a funny way of making you pick up the Bible. I've been hustling for the longest, the money's vital. Late night in the casino, I watched him win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. City centre, cellar cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant the strallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn, you're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting patted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with, and that's a true story. That's not some